were partying and celebrating harvest in Jack's lantern when it came to pass that Jack's son Joe was missing. He, wanting to watch the tavern on one of his busiest nights, asked if you wouldn't mind going out with some of Joe's friends and seeing if you could figure out where Joe was. You made the rounds through the town common and into Main Street, into a few shops, and determined that Joe had some kind of big prank planned at the pumpkin patch tonight, and that he had met somebody in zombie makeup or a very convincing zombie mask, who had carried a dripping gross bag for Joe all the way to the pumpkin patch, which later was determined to be pumpkin guts in the bag.
Oh, was it determined to be pumpkin guts?
Yeah, I don't know if I actually told you that, but yeah, it was. Oh, that's right. You didn't make the roll, but yeah, it was pumpkin guts. We've just now determined it.
Excellent.
And you know what's weird is Nick's stats and everything are super clear on my screen, but Adam's are not. They're like very blurry.
Interesting too, because I can actually see Fabulous's stats this time.
Yeah,
whereas they
same.
were blurry last time for me.
My stats actually look bad to me.
That's very weird.
Can you see Adam's?
His aren't as fuzzy as mine, but they're actually easier to read.
Huh. Weird.
Okay.
Or I mean, his is fuzzier than mine, but like I can read it easier.
So you found that the pumpkin patch was chock full of giant grinning jack-o'-lanterns, and within one of those there was a tunnel, one of the rat tunnels that you had previously cleared, that led down farther than it had the night before. You followed it to a set of doors that led into a mausoleum of some kind, with 6 sarcophagi, 2 of which was open, 1 of which had a mummy in it. The mummy tried to rise, and you all pretty quickly beat it down, and when you did so, it turned from a mummy into a living dwarf who was unconscious, but otherwise okay, with a chunk of some kind of shield thing around its neck that somebody recognized as the crest of the town of Bradbury Hallow, which is the town above you, presumably.
Or is it?
There was some debate about cracking open a couple of the sarcophagi to see what else was in them, after you noticed that the 2 open ones had pressure plates in them, but ultimately the archaeologist in the group said, nah, let's skip that. I don't want to do this without and possibly damage things. So that was skipped, and that's where we find you. She says, you know what, guys, I'm just going to stay with this find here. I'm going to make sure I document everything properly. You guys go ahead on without me.
Okay.
All
You know
the
what I just figured
squishiest
out, guys?
ones.
What?
Is that if you look over my shoulder, you can actually see pings in the camera.
Oh, yeah.
So I can ping the map, but you can actually see it in the camera.
Yeah, it's your point of view in
Yeah.
your background.
But I didn't think it would show up in the camera too. That's awesome.
Oops. Move Jen. Jen wants to say something, but she took too big of a bite.
I did. Okay. I have 2 things that I've noticed.
Sure.
Well, one, my map is gone. I don't know. In ARealm, I'm seeing nothing right now. I'm not sure why.
Uh,
But also,
let's see.
how do I access my notes from last game? Because I clicked on the little notes, and I did take notes.
Hmm.
Mine are
I
here.
clicked the plus. Mine are not.
They're in the thing beside the camera.
Yep, the little scroll. I clicked
Yeah.
on it. It says notes, and in parentheses it says 7.
Okay.
And then underneath it, it's blank, and it's got the little plus to add new notes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that just so you know.
Okay. I'll,
But as far as my, I don't know. I had it for a second. Now it's gone.
try logging out of ARealm and then logging back in. Like, close the program entirely.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oops. Close or sign out?
Close.
You know what?
Chicken butt.
I think some of my notes aren't. I don't know if some. I feel like some of my notes aren't quite saved, but maybe. Like it almost looks like it's a previous edition of some of them.
Huh.
Window
But
mode.
maybe I just am misremembering what I wrote down.
That's weird. So everyone exits the entrance mausoleum.
We leave the most tanky among us behind.
Yep. Because there's no way for me to run her character.
Yep.
Canonically, is she like articling the findings in the room?
Yeah. She's just
Yeah.
jotting everything down.
Yeah.
Like a proper barbarian.
Yeah.
taking my survey notes and like scribbling all over them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like erasing
go
a
mess
lot of
some
stuff.
Let's go mess up some stuff up ahead.
Mm-hmm. We'll get the fresh ones.
So moving out of that room, I wonder if I can select you all. That would be nice. I'm going to add that as a wish list item real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I can move my character in there though.
I think I can move too.
It's I happen to be moving the map just as far as I am moving the character. So I am being met with a little bit of resistance from the I don't know how far you want us to walk in.
Yeah, just kind of walk into the room so you can see it.
Okay.
So you enter this massive chamber with a dais raised in the middle, up several steps, surrounded by columns carved with a series of symbols. There are coffins and sarcophagi lining the floor outside the platform, but none of them are occupied, apart from some skulls in several of them. You see 4 4-foot tall stone urns placed around the platform, each one that also has symbols carved into it. Each burns with a baleful looking green fire, the same green fire that was burning in the torches in the previous room.
I just realized something.
What was that?
It does not let me ping the map because I'm not in that other. I'm not in your altered state of reality.
If you hit Alt, hold Alt and click, that's how you ping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So
I thought it was like the click and hold, like
No.
20. Nope.
That would only make sense.
Right. Okay.
Can't have that.
so the urns are these 4 here. Since you mentioned the ping, I will use it.
Oh, sorry. I'm not sure I saw those things.
Mm-mm.
You don't see those pinging there?
I did not.
Huh. Weird.
Mhm.
My as a player, I want to smash them to see if rupees fall out.
Yeah,
Yep.
advisable.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
I feel like as a 80-year-old necromancer,
Yeah.
such child's play is beneath me. And
Oh, come on, you're still a kid. At 80? For an elf?
I
Kinda?
I'm a mature adult as an elf at 80.
Not
Uh,
fabulous.
but
At 80, I am into it.
So there
so
are also hallways that lead off of this room to the north and to the west. And to the east, you can see that the room kind of narrows and continues into a little sub-chamber. So there are, to recap, symbols carved into all of the pillars, different symbols carved into the 4 urns. From here, it looks like just triangles are on the urns, and the pillars have like a series of symbols on them. And there are sarcophagi and coffins all over the place with naught but skulls in them.
Nothing fresh in there. I would check out the writing on the urns.
yeah, I
Please.
have a few languages that I'd like to check the symbols on the pillars against,
Okay.
and see if it is either celestial, common, elvish, infernal, or undercommon.
Where do you find your languages on here?
Not a clue. I have it on my.
You have it
DVD.
written down because you're smart. Yeah. Okay.
So, Jen, the symbols on the 4 urns with the glowing green fire, which makes you feel a little oogie when you get near it. It's just a repeating. It's just one symbol on each of the urns, but each urn has a different symbol. All 4 of them are triangles. We're going to see if this works.
I see it on my face.
Ooh, I can
Ooh.
see it there.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I see it on everybody else's face. Ooh.
Yeah, so it doesn't
Fifth Element.
show up on yours, obviously, but
Various candy corn states.
there are. Oh yeah. God. Oh man, why did I think of that? That's so much better. All right,
Various states of candy.
give me
corn
10 minutes, guys. I got to change this puzzle. No, so each of the urns has just one of those triangles repeated all over it. So one is just the triangle pointing down, one is just the triangle pointing up, etc.
Yeah.
Let's see. The pillars, the columns. Beshenai, make a Arcana check, please.
And I will do so using these. We'll call them dice. Did that work?
It
did
did.
work.
I see it slowly doing something.
It's very slowly doing something. You rolled an 11 plus, plus 8 is
19.
19. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
So you note that there is a spell woven into the pattern of the symbols. It is a wall of force that has been permanently etched into the columns, so that there is a wall of force appearing around the whole raised platform as well as above.
Okay, so I'm gonna take. I was reading my
Spurs.
my equipment list a little deeper, and it looks like I have.
Pocket full of sunshine.
Pocket full of
Oh,
shells.
here it is. I have a small bag of sand, which I was really curious what I would use this for, but now I know. I'm gonna take the little bag of sand, now that I know that there's a wall of force, and I'm gonna sort of lightly toss the bag of sand, a sandbag, if you will, into the wall of force.
Okay.
I'm tired enough. That's hilarious.
So, Synkka, you immediately, having studied the arcane, recognize these symbols as representative of the 4 elements: air, earth, water, and fire. Also, Jen did, but even if Jen didn't, Synkka does.
Thank you.
As you are inspecting those, and Beshenai, as you pull out this sandbag from your pack, but before you have a chance to even throw it, a green sort of undulating mist begins to kind of coalesce in the middle on the platform, and it sort of writhes and squiggles, and after a moment or so, the mist solidifies into the form of a hag. She's got a long green nose and stringy gray hair and all of the hurtful witch stereotypes.
Thank you. Like, why?
She's got all of them. And as
This
she
is going to be the funniest night to me.
as she appears, she looks at the 3 of you and says, "Seek ye heroes, the missing boy. Know then this brings me no joy, to bear such tidings so unfair, as boils water and burns the air. For ye enter his domain, I shall warn you'll not leave sane. Journey forth and earn his ire, scorching earth with cooking fire. When ye meet the man of stone, be sure to do so while alone. When ye break them with no skin, put them back where ye first came in. Recall the order neath the tree, follow it again to set him free. No more have I help ye home, save the last lines of me poem. Be sure to follow sequence true, or nevermore will day greet you." And I'll post that in the chat so that you don't have to.
That would be excellent.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
I feel like, just for flavor, as my familiar, I don't know, it's probably been close to an hour, just squawks nevermore and dissipates at the end of the spell.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yep, I appreciate that.
It was a hawk, but I'll take it.
It's a dark hawk, though.
Yeah.
Put that in there as well. So you've got it in the Facebook
that chat.
It's in the Facebook chat and the ARealm chat. It's in both.
There's an
Oh,
ARealm
perfect.
chat.
Yeah,
It's in info,
info. Yeah.
which is really poorly named.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I have mentioned that the names should be reconstrued.
So, Beshenai, my sandbag, did it penetrate the green wall?
Yeah, so then you toss the sandbag and it just kind of hits nothing and falls. And
Okay.
the hag cackles and says, "You'll find no entry that way."
Good. Then picks up the sandbag and pockets it, and proceeds to suggest to the hag, just because you work with death doesn't mean you have to look like death, and proceeds around the side to find find an urn of earth and drop the sandbag in it, if I can.
Yeah, so you drop the earth into the sandbag. You drop the sandbag into the earth urn, and as soon as it hits that green baleful fire, it just consumes it, and like a gout of green flame like almost pushes you. Green flame. Not wrong game. We're not affiliated with them.
No.
Just like flares up in your face, and it doesn't do any damage, but it like scorches you, and it feels uncomfortable, and then it kind of just dies down, but is otherwise unchanged. And she cackles.
One of your eyebrows is shorter than the other now.
Yes. Slightly less chaotic eyebrows in the chat today.
Yep.
Well, she
I'm gonna
says
investigate over here, but yeah, go Synkka.
she was saying to journey forth and earn his ire. I'm thinking we go forward. North. I mean, we can't get in to see them. Oh yeah, you got the little thingy, the alcove.
So, just real quick, Beshenai, over there, you see there is a massive stone door in the... You can't see my ping, but...
I see it on your map.
Okay.
Like in Zoom.
All right.
Oddly enough, but yeah.
So in the easternmost wall, there's a massive stone door with an imprint in the middle of it that looks is like the shape of a shield.
Shape of a shield.
And then there are 6 sealed stone sarcophagi as well.
6 sealed stone sarcophagi.
It's a good alliteration that I unintentionally did. Faebulous and Synkka, as you are kind of wandering around this main chamber, make perception checks for me, please.
This is 2 higher.
I can't see any of the rolls.
It'll go into the chat. You rolled a 3, Jen.
Actually,
Really?
You rolled a 2 and it added 1 to it.
Okay.
So
really?
this is actually 4 higher because it wouldn't let me.
Well, you
accept
crit,
this.
so
So there's that.
there's that. So, Faebulous, as you're kind of standing around, just taking everything in, you note the extreme lack of other bones in all of these open sarcophagi and open coffins. There are only skulls in all of these things, and your sharp elven eyes pick up from across the room that the skulls all have triangles carved into the forehead, in facing in different directions and different orientations, some with lines and some without.
Maybe I'll get some funky mage hand business going on.
Mage hand business.
It's like monkey business, but safer. So, Beshenai mentions the shield. It says, perhaps this is like the shield we saw earlier. Did we had a portion of a shield, or we had a shield shield?
When the mummy turned into the dwarf, he had a portion of shield around his neck.
Did we take it?
Yeah.
I think Trish's character had it.
She handed it off as you guys exited the room. She said, "You might need this.
Okay.
This is new. This is not old. I don't care about it." She said.
Accurate.
That sounds okay.
The skulls have the triangles set in their foreheads, correct?
Correct.
So, do the triangles match up with the sarcophagi in terms of, because it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, and the sarcophagi are a 1, 2, 3, 4?
The urns, you mean?
The urns had the triangles. Like, does the skull match up with that orientation per the sarcophagus?
I'm not sure what you mean. I'm sorry.
So say the bottom left one was just like a pointing up triangle.
Oh, sure.
Is the one that's closest to me a skull with a pointing up triangle?
There are multiple skulls with triangles. There's not just one for
multiple of
each.
each flavor?
There's multiple. Several have a pointing up triangle. Several have a pointing down triangle. Several have a pointing up with a line. Several have pointing down with a line.
But it's
And
a
they're
single
not-
triangle on each skull, correct?
Correct.
And
And they're scattered around the room.
So like what? So are there 4 skulls?
No, there's
No, there's like
there's easily a dozen,
Okay.
and there's no like particular grouping to them. There's like a couple over here and a couple over there. The only thing you notice is that there's one per coffin, coffin or sarcophagus.
And then several are just like littered outside.
Well, they're all in a separate sarcophagus or coffin, but there's coffins and sarcophagi scattered all over the room. There's like a whole bunch of coffins kind of in that bottom right corner.
I'm looking at the main 4 that are in the middle of the room.
Oh, no. Yeah, those are not even there actually. To make things easier, those don't exist in the middle. The only thing that's in the middle is the witch.
Okay.
But I have no way
And
to change those things.
And she's still there, right?
Yeah, the witch is still there, kind of just watching and grinning at you all.
Okay.
Beshenai, you also notice real quick that each of these 6 sarcophagi over here have a shield embossed in them, and it is that same shield that is the symbol of the town of Bradbury Hallow, which is 3 circles with like a sort of an upside down skinny triangle in the middle, and a bit of a kind of decorative symbol behind them, and they're all identical.
They're all identical.
Yep.
Okay.
That explains all of our confusion, and I was just going to stop the line of inquiry because obviously that's not how you solve it if you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's A-okay.
Okay. So I suppose Synkka is correct in that what we seek is likely outside of this room to start with. But now each of the urns were marked with a triangle symbol, you said?
Correct.
Do we want to try putting a skull of the matching type into each of the urns, or do we want to just wait until we have more information about what's around us?
I say we give it a poke.
Okay.
I mean, it seems the obvious solution.
Adventurer's poke.
Sure. Because academics is nothing but adventurous poke after another until it succeeds,
That's
right?
true.
100%.
That's very true.
Sure. So, Beshen and I will take one. Do we know? Sorry, maybe it's not necessary to know, but top left, bottom left, top right, bottom right. Do we know which orientation the urns are in?
Yeah. The top left is the air one. The bottom left is earth. The top right is fire, and the bottom right is water.
So I'm standing in front of water then.
Air, fire, water.
Oh, and this, that's what the symbol looks like. The shield, rather.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Unrelated to this, but just I remember that I wanted to pull that up.
Yeah.
But where's the heart element?
It's inside your chest.
I rip out my heart and put it in an urn.
You've solved my
Gonna
heart
say-
riddle.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'll take a water one and drop it in this water urn. Then a water skull
Okay.
and drop it in the water.
So you take
urn.
one of the triangle that is just pointing down with no line through it, symbolizes water, and you drop it in the corresponding urn, and the green fire immediately flares up blue and then kind of settles down, and the urn remains burning blue.
Oh,
Great.
it changed.
We truck along with the rest of them just like that, with matching symbols. Until they are all blue.
Which one do you do next?
Oh, maybe there's an order of operations.
Well, I did water first because it was the first thing mentioned in the riddle. Burns the air is next. So perhaps fire would be next.
As
We'll
boils water and burns the air.
we'll pop a fire in, right? Because water. Hold on.
I think air needs to be next. As boils water and burns the air. Then it goes down further with scorching earth. Scorching earth with cooking fire. So I think water, air, earth, fire. That's my
Okay. Yeah.
thought.
Because everything seems to be very Bernie related.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Water, air, earth, fire.
Okay, so you drop an air skull in the air urn, and it flares up white, and kind of settles down and stays white. And then you drop a earth skull in the earth urn, and it flares up and then kind of stays this weird sort of brownish color. And then finally you drop the fire one into the fire urn, and it flares up red, and then sort of a reddy orange. And
Nice,
as you drop
nice umber.
as you drop the fire one in, and it settles down, the witch kind of lets out a howl and falls over in the platform,
I'm so sorry.
and changes from the witch that you saw there, the hag, to a well-dressed elven woman in robes, and her hair is kind of bound up. Everybody make a history check real quick.
Oh, sorry, I rolled that with physical dice this time. That is completely
That's okay.
out of what I was doing. It's 13 plus 6, 19.
Okay.
That 20.
Nicely done, Synkka.
Some numbers.
So
15, but I have 5.
Fabulous, looking good.
Not so much.
Filling history.
Synkka and Beshenai, you both recognize her. You haven't met her, but you have heard of her. Her name is Sam. She is probably the most knowledgeable wizard who lives in Bradbury Hollow. You, like I said, you haven't met her yourself, but you know that she is a very experienced wizard.
Yeah, I'm more concerned over her keen fashion sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looks pretty good.
Oh,
It's simple.
Girl,
It's
you know
simple,
you're not
but-
an A-frame.
And you see another
So-
chunk of shield hanging from around her neck. As she's kind of just laid there in the middle of the...
Is she conscious?
Nope, she's unconscious.
Oh. Okay,
Right,
She's
so
probably got the same level of the drowsies as the
can
guard
we-
there.
now that those things have all the urns have changed, is the shield still up?
Yeah, quick test shows that the shield is still up.
Dang it.
The wall of force.
Wall of force.
Okay.
Excellent.
I just use mage hand to like roll her to her side so she doesn't swallow her tongue.
Nice.
Moving on.
Can't get the mage
Good.
hand through the wall of force, Nick.
You started in the wall
No.
of force.
I don't think that works.
Oh. Can you do that?
Oh.
I don't think so.
Ah.
I'm gonna say no.
Well, she's swallowing her tongue and there's nothing we can do
I
about
can't
it.
help it. No, she's already on our side, so that's okay.
Oh, she fell in the recovery position?
Yep.
We
That's
clap.
great for her.
Hey, you need to wake up.
It was a slow fall. She kind of like to the knees and then over to the side.
Oh, so she like spaghetti western this thing.
It was it was a controlled fall.
Alright, so we got two
He's like, I'm old. This is
shields.
gonna hurt. I'm going down slow. All right.
The emblem had how many shields on it? From what I remember, it looked like 3, but I feel like I'm
So
mixing up.
the shield had 3 circles on it.
Yeah.
The shield on the
Door?
shield on the door. Is it the
Matches.
same scale as the shield fragment that we have from
Yep.
Trish's character? I'm sorry, I don't recall the name.
I don't either. It's okay.
But
Mary. Mary Martingale.
That's right.
Mary.
So one
Okay.
shot.
Mm-hmm.
So
I fault no one for remembering anything.
so it's the same scale as Mary's fragment of shield.
Correct.
And
And it's a
just a quick judge then, do we figure that there's only 2 shield fragments, or is there potentially more?
it looks
I think
there's 4. Because she is
It
wearing.
looks like there's 4.
You
Okay.
found like a
Mhm.
bottom right corner of it, and she clearly has a top left corner of it.
Gotcha. So um okay. Do we go north or do we go west?
well, we still haven't looked at the sarcophagi towards the front. We could just take a look.
The ones over by the door.
Yeah, by the shield door there.
They are all
I-
sealed shut. They all feature that shield emblem on them, but it's the stone itself. It's not like
Not a piece of it.
it's not a yeah exactly. It's carved into it.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, so the
So does it
I
look,
was over there earlier. The sarcophagi by you though, Faebulous. They were they sealed shut as well?
Nope, those ones were open. Each of them had one of
These
the
guys?
skulls. In
Oh,
them.
gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, aside from looking at the pine boxes, as it were, these coffins were pretty well done here. Hey.
Yep,
Yeah.
same deal. They're all open. Each of them
Yep.
has just a single skull in them.
Oh, and are they marked or?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep, they all have one of the triangles carved into them.
Okay.
so we
I
could
think we need to
check out-
find their bones.
We could check out the north. We could check out the west.
I'm good with either.
Let's go with the west since there's already somebody over there.
Sure.
That's me.
We'll all,
And I just moved the map and not my character.
we'll
That
all
is
like a bunch
another
of-
map move, but at least I got the character over there.
Yep.
I barbarian to the front to protect my delicate wizard friends with my delicate self.
Okay. I am, by the way, not so delicate. I do
Ooh.
have an HP of 23. and an AC of 14
I'm
because I
impressed.
rolled ridiculously high.
My brain read that as like your score was 23. I'm like, that's not.
Um,
And when I cast spells that kill people, I can heal. So don't worry about me.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we're good.
so
We
moving
gotta
through
take turns
the...
on that though, because I only have 8 hit points.
You have more than 8 hit points, Jen.
You
I
have
don't know
way
how
more.
I didn't do something right, and it just didn't.
You have 8
work.
hit points at level 1.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't.
What's your
change.
constitution
Oh
score?
yeah, I forgot. I got
15 plus 2.
And it's a d6 for
Plus 2?
wizards, right? So
Yeah, it's a D6, so you're...
add another
6.
6 to that. Add another 12 to that. So you've got
Yeah, I was going to say.
20 hit points.
Okay, that's better. Okay, thank you.
And a
I
rogue is
completely
what?
forgot
A
that this
D8?
didn't have the proper hit points anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rogue's d8.
Mm.
So that's
Another 14
a
on top
5
of that.
average.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
Um,
So another 12.
13, so plus 1, so 12. Yeah. So 27. Yeah. Or no.
12
not
and
that
9,
high.
21.
oh wait, no.
I'm looking at my
sorry.
AC.
Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, my Constitution score is a +3, so I'm doing okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's a very hardy elf.
A very
so
hardy elf.
Moving through the hall into... There's like a little hallway connecting this room to the main chamber. And as you move in, there are 4 open sarcophagi here. They are all empty. And there is an exit from this room to the south.
Seeing how much fun it was to, well, I observed that it could have been fun to smash the urns, so I take my staff and smash the urns.
All right, they smash satisfyingly, and from the other room you hear, "What the fuck was that?"
Nothing.
The torches here burn with that same eerie green fire. You find a small red gem when you smash one of the urns.
Excellent.
Nice.
It is worth 1 gold piece.
Excellent.
Just gotta remember to cut some grass when we get outside, guys.
Yeah.
Are those tables or are they? I mean, I see bones on there, but
There were bones.
Those are all 4 of those are open sarcophagi,
oh, okay.
open and empty.
Open
They're
and
not
empty.
open here, but you know,
Dead man walking.
beep beep.
Shush.
And yeah, there's another room to the south.
Okay.
Okay.
We go.
Just gonna look at the door because it looks different than the other ones, but it doesn't. So I'm. Although the corner of that wall there, the brick wall, that is now behind whoever moved there.
That was me. Sorry. Move out of your way.
Definitely has the I'm a cartoon brick wall that definitely stays here in the next frame. Sort of look to it.
I only have the top-down view.
Shame.
Well, you can look at my camera to see what I mean.
It's sort of blurry, but I get your meaning. So what do you guys do? Do you leave this room that has nothing in it?
Stay there
Yes.
forever.
We investigate the sarcophagi as a chair. Have you looked into that reference, by the way, yet, Derrick?
Oh no,
No.
I have not. I forgot entirely.
Meander.
I can detect thoughts. I cannot detect magic.
Um,
I'm useless.
So moving through that room and into the southern room, you see that there are piles of bones scattered all over the chamber. you note immediately that the bones sport one of 6 symbols carved into them, sort of haphazardly. They're all over the room. There is a triangle, a circle, a diamond, a square, a trapezoid, and a plain old line. And like multiple bones have just a line carved in them, and multiple bones have just a triangle, etc. And the bones are just, it's like a mess of bones in here. They're scattered everywhere. The torches burn with that same green fire, and other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest here.
Can I make a medicine check to see if there should be approximately 6 complete skeletons here?
Yeah.
Like just on a sort of like eyeballing it.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And I, again, out of a force of habit, just did a physical dice. What is my skill here, though? Medicine. I rolled an 11. What's my medicine score? Plus 5. So 16.
Yeah, real quick eyeball, you kind of look around, and you think there's probably about 6 people worth of bones here.
We're gonna sweep
6
them up
peop-
into a bag
6
and
people
start
worth
sorting
of
them.
bones, and how many shapes are there total?
6.
Um,
And there were
I-
6 sarcophagi. Sorry. In front
yeah,
of
I
that.
was gonna say the riddle says to put them back where we first came in.
Yep. But it also says when you break them with no skin. So I'm wondering if there's going to be something that makes them coalesce into some scary monster.
And as you say that, the piles all kind of stir and pull together across the room until standing before you are 6 skeletons, each decorated completely in a different symbol.
Nicely done. No heads.
They all have heads.
Why? They don't have heads.
Yeah, they do.
I thought all the skulls were in the other room.
Those are different skulls.
Yeah, they.
Okay.
Please roll initiative.
Excellent. This time, I will remember to do so in our.
Wait, we don't actually
thing.
like.
Initiative. Where do I find you?
No.
Initiative. That's the one.
Mm-hmm. Baby doll.
Oh, rolled real well here. Oh,
Okay, you're still going second
That's
out of
actually
3.
not too bad.
No.
It's respectable.
Mm-hmm.
That's like actually pretty average.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand why people are so.
Oh,
They
there's
want to be
also
really
that.
sure that it locked.
It's true.
Skeletons are first.
So,
Juicy burst.
Derrick, this year, even though I have so many pumpkins, I am really tempted to embrace my Celtic roots and carve turnips this year.
They're too hard.
They are pretty hard.
It seems
and-
difficult.
But they, when you put the candle in them, they glow like fleshy white. Which,
That's cool.
yeah.
Alright, hang on 1 second. Let's see here. These guys. So they all sort of coalesce and hiss and look over at you, and they're holding an assortment of, crummy old swords and cudgels. And let's see. Jeez.
That's all the damage we get.
Yep.
Split it amongst ourselves.
It's all damage. I gotta go back to that and see what I rolled. So 1, 2. So 3 of them Three of them look like they're having trouble moving their bits about, and they just sort of kind of like are standing almost like a malfunctioning robot. Like their parts are moving and they can't make it over to walk towards you. But three of them manage to actually do something.
Sure. I'm realizing the spells I have decided to take probably not good ones for this, but were really good thematic choices.
Been there.
Well,
So I can touch a corpse
Ew.
that will not decay and can be turned into an undead for a duration. Probably not what we want here.
no.
Yeah, okay. So who's going first here?
The skeletons.
Ah, good then.
So three of them lumber up to you, and one of them attacks each of you.
Oh. I couldn't see them at first. They're kind of
Yeah.
scary.
They're so cute.
The lighting. Someone did not design
No.
this movie set
Yeah, I can't.
very well.
I can't add lighting, unfortunately, yet. So let's see. We're gonna roll an attack against Beshenai.
Okay,
As a 14.
that meets my AC.
Okay, and we're gonna roll an attack against Synkka.
Okay.
Oop, that was 4 dice.
All of them hit.
Ah.
So we'll take the first one, so that was an 18, and then 13 against Faebulous.
The 13?
Yep.
Alright, that one missed me.
All right.
You hit me.
So for the sake of ease, here we go. So you each take this plus 1. So 4 to Beshenai and 6 to Synkka.
Okay.
As they lumber up and
Gotcha.
slam into you with a cudgel and a rusty old short sword. And then Faebulous, it's your turn.
Would I be able to angle a burning hands and get all of them?
Yeah, from where you are, it's a perfect setup for Burning Hands, actually.
I will burning
I
hands.
think the rest of them are gonna be out of it. Let's see. Ruler is Q.
So yeah, I guess the spell DC is going to be 14.
Yeah, that guy, you'd have to angle it. You'd have to hit your friend to hit this guy over here. And these guys are out of it. So it's just the 3.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that's Dex?
Yes.
Okay. So this is plus 2. I'm gonna roll all 3 at the same time. So fail, fail, fail. All 3 of them fail.
Okay.
They are still trying to get their ligaments moving.
Pretty sure it's 3d6 for burning.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I think that's right.
3d6. There we go. Roll.
Nice.
Alright.
All right. So Faebulous steps up and spreads his hands out, and fire kind of
Don't you dare!
fabulously scorches the 3 skeletons standing in front of you. Just like Synkka and Beshenai are kind of standing there just outside this cone of fire, like feeling the heat but not being affected by it, as all 3 of these skeletons just break down and explode, and their bones shoot all over the room again, just kind of scattering into an assortment of piles.
Nice. I picture us, like, with our hair just blowing back, like.
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Beshenai, you are up next.
Yeah, for sure. So in this case, I'm going to cast Firebolt against that one.
I can't see that, but
Oh, sorry.
Wait, there's more?
there's 3
I
more in the
see
back there.
1, 2, 3.
I see it. Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I had zoomed in too far.
I was aiming for the middle one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And
Do your worst.
as it happens, the worst.
Let's roll a
Nice.
1. Oh no, a crit.
No. Yeah.
I did my worst. So
Nicely done.
the damage there would be let's see here. Does it automatically
really slow.
calculate? Nope. So that would be 6. My damage dice doubled with 6.
Oh, you rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Poo. Okay. So
Yeah,
you throw a firebolt, and it like the weird green witch fire like flares up, and the firebolt doubles in size as it smashes into the skeleton's rib cage. It is still standing, but it is definitely hurting. And then Synkka, it is your turn.
I am gonna do the same. But I'm gonna. So
Buttons.
yeah, buttons. No buttons. Never mind. That was me being silly. Where am I supposed to click to actually do this? Because I'm having trouble figuring that out on the ARealm.
I have no idea.
Do I click
What are
on
you
Uh,
where it says
trying to-
Firebolt?
Oh,
Where it
you
says-
click on the modifier. +6.
Thank you. Mine's only +5.
Sure.
Which I probably did something wrong. 7.
Yep. So
That was
you've seen
poopy.
these impressive displays of fire, and you're like, nah, and you
You're like,
throw your own firebolt, and it doesn't do much of
Yeah.
anything.
nope.
And then let's see. So my 3 friends here, I'll see if they can activate this round.
It's like one of those things where you try to toss a ball across the room and it just like falls and rolls.
So
It was definitely a gutter ball.
the middle one lurches forward at
Lurching.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At Faebulous, right down the middle.
Boop.
Skitters his way forward
Let's get us back
and
forward.
swipes a bony claw at you.
Holy claws.
And his arm just completely falls off. The ligaments aren't fully formed yet, and he just swipes, and the claw like kind of hits you and then falls to the ground.
Oh, that's just poor form, sir.
He's been disarmed. And then Faebulous, it's your turn.
I'm sorry.
I feel like the joke there would be that Fabulous's looks are disarming.
That's good too.
Yes.
Pretend I said that
So
instead.
all right. So it was only one skeleton that got his shit together, right?
Yep. And then he
Okay.
promptly lost his shit.
Okay. All right, we're gonna. I guess that doesn't. Did it do a thing?
Yep,
Did a thing.
it's rolling.
Okay.
19. You hit whatever you were doing.
I rapier the skeleton,
All right.
and since I have a friend adjacent, I can sneak attack.
Okay. So you slash the rapier across his brittle old bones.
The modifier is +4, 2d6, 1d8.
And he promptly falls apart, and his bones shoot all over the room.
Pew 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 pew.
Are you staying where you are, or do you want to move?
I'm gonna continue to stay.
Okay. Beshenai, it's your turn.
Finish off that skeleton.
There's 2.
He damaged
Sure.
one though.
You just did.
Sorry, I was
one that was just half damaged
looking
or something.
into
Yeah.
some stuff. Yeah.
The other
all
2 are
right. Well,
untouched.
fire seems to be working well. So, Bish and I will go for the one on the left
Okay.
with a firebolt.
My left or your left?
Same left.
That doesn't.
One on the grate.
The one on the great.
Okay.
The great one.
The great one. The great old one. You hit, hurling a firebolt at, I'm assuming this one here.
Sorry, ping it again. Yeah, that one. We can't see those markers, hey?
No, I was moving him around so you'd see him move.
Oh, yes, that one. That was 8
He's
damage.
doing a dance. Okay, so you hurl another firebolt and it blows a chunk of its rib cage out. It is still standing, however.
And yeah, but did.
Synkka, can you finish it off?
Probably not, but we'll try.
Oh, believe in yourself, Synkka.
All right. No, that's where I roll.
Excuse me.
Oh. Yes, 18.
Nice.
No.
Here's the competency I saw at Necrocon.
Now, where do I hit for damage? Where do I click for damage?
Anywhere you
The 1d10 there,
You just gotta roll a d10.
beside the question mark.
Oh. I only see to roll the d20.
So there's the plus whatever, and then there's the damage dice beside it, 1d10
Yeah.
in
Yep,
the cantrip. Yeah,
I just went to the dice rolling section.
that also works.
That works as well.
It looks like IDIO. They're
Yes, that's the one.
Yes.
Nice. So yeah, Synkka, you
Yes.
hurl a.
I'm like, oh, okay, wait a minute. That first one was a
Yep.
mistake. Here's this. Boom.
Beshenai reminded you of the gnome that you really are, and you ground yourself, and that one explodes, and its bones scatter all over the room as well.
You know it in your bones.
And the last one kind of looks around at all of its friends, sort of like takes a half step to the left and then a half step to the right, and then it just explodes. And you are now standing in a room that is once more covered in bones with symbols all over them.
Let's sweep them up and put them back in those sarcophagi.
Trying to
So-
look at the riddle.
So I love that they collated themselves
Mm-hmm.
and then uncollated themselves
Mm-hmm.
by exploding.
Yeah, they do not remain collated.
Um,
A stiff breeze
So-
came in, and those pages just scattered, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
So, I suppose Beshenai takes one of these urns over here and starts collecting all of the triangles.
Okay.
Um,
You can make a medicine or a perception or an investigation check to try to put them all together.
I was about to roll that dice again. We are gonna do this properly.
mean,
Well,
I'm pretty good at the investigation.
medicine is a +5. That seems like a good one
Mm-hmm.
to make. Or investigation is +4. Yeah, okay. We'll
Yeah.
do. Medicine is what I clicked.
Okay.
By the way. So that's an 11.
So you spend about a minute kind of finding the bones and putting them in the urn, and you're looking in the urn, and you're like, no, definitely missing some. Kind of like look around.
That's okay. I'll take the ones that I have.
So
and
in the poem, fellas, we're supposed to meet a man of stone first, and then we break the ones with no skin and put them back where you first came in.
right. I feel like maybe if we went north, we would meet the man of stone first.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that
I think that
critical?
we shall be fine. Where we first came in, though, there was an empty sarcophagus.
There was 2.
Was there 2 empty ones?
Yep.
Because the one was full of dwarf.
Yep.
And then the other one was.
You'd removed the dwarf from it when you had noticed that
there was a tinkering thing that
there was the pressure plate in each of them. You pulled the dwarf out to see if they both worked that way, and discovered.
See, I thought we left him in and then weighted the other one down with about 5 pounds, and
about skeleton weight.
And it clicked and away we went.
You did.
That's
you
fine
did,
then.
You did that, but then you were like, oh, maybe the other one, and you pulled the dwarf out, and as you were pulling the dwarf out, you hit a point where the other one also clicked.
Yeah.
Like there was like just a boot left in the just the dwarf's leg
Yes,
or whatever.
that's I remember that now. Okay, well, shall we take these 2? I'm sure there's more triangle bones somewhere. I'll take what I've got and put them in the dwarf sarcophagus. Is that what we want to do?
So in that minute that Beshenai is collecting triangle bones, what's everybody else doing?
I'm probably also collecting bones.
I was gonna say I was planning on sorting out some.
All right.
Is there? So can I do like a quick once over of the room just to see if there's anything extra or hinky?
Sure.
Is that a fireplace?
Make an investigation check. I don't know.
This is just what they get.
It's just the stuff that's in there.
It's an extra +2 with this.
Let me take a look at said maybe fireplace. It appears that it is just an alcove. Perhaps
I've only got
the kind that you would find in a catacomb.
Okay.
Yeah, Nick, you determine that there is nothing else weird or interesting in this room.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, Jen, that's what the so-called fireplace looks like in my camera there.
Thank you.
So, Jen, you were trying to put some bones together?
Yes. Hang on. I will. So I can do investigation to try and pull together all of one.
Yep.
Did I did. I got a 12.
So same thing. You know, Beshenai is doing it, and you're doing it, and you're kind of like looking around.
Is that
and you
a
get some of
triangle?
these
No, that's a
bones.
trapezoid.
Yeah, you're like, no, that's not. And you assemble most of the circle skeleton, but not all of it.
Okay.
And Faebulous, you kind of spend that minute searching over the room and making sure there's nothing hinky there. And you guys taking your partial skeletons back over to the entryway room.
Yeah,
Think
you guys
so.
do that.
Yeah.
And I'll also look for some extra pieces for you guys.
Thank
I think
you.
eventually, like, if I did triangle and Jen did, were you doing
Circle.
trapezoid? Oh, circle. So, eventually we fill enough urns with, the other ones that we just collate them, as long as we find them all in the dirty dungeon floor.
Yeah.
Aren't we just filling sarcophagi, not urns?
Yeah.
Well, I'm using the urns to transport more than my arms would normally carry.
Ah, gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
You don't want to drop the finger bones.
So
that's right. Those metacarpals are really small.
as you are kind of dragging the urns over to the other room, you hear a kind of clinking, tinking sort of noise in the urn, and then suddenly some bones kind of fly at you from the other room, and suddenly the skeleton with the triangles all over it explodes up out of the urn and takes a swipe at you as the circle skeleton explodes up out of your urn, Synkka, and takes a swipe at you as well. And Faebulous, you're in the other room and you just hear the bones like kind of clicking and rattling, and then suddenly whoosh, they go flying out of the room.
Zip.
You hear, ah!
So let's see, Faebulous, or not Faebulous, Beshenai, and then that is a 21 to hit Beshenai, and Synkka.
No. Ooh. I think I
That
just
is
rolled
a
something.
13 to hit you.
Dang it.
Is that hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I forgot to do the mage armor.
Oh, you can have done mage armor. That's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're in a dungeon. It's
Okay.
It's the first thing you would have done when you
Right.
got here logistically. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
so
fine.
that does not hit.
Okay. All right. So then, Faebulous. This is,
How far did we get when the bones exploded out?
you are in the central chamber.
Oh, like with the hag?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So
How much damage do I take?
you take 2 whole points of damage as it tiger uppercuts
Oops,
you
Sorry.
right out of the urn.
Knocks my costume right off me.
Yep.
Whew.
My socks are right off.
And then please roll initiative.
Man. Didn't we just...
That's okay. You know what? I have a plan for this. It's a very nice plan.
My
the best plan?
plan is a very, very, very nice plan.
Two
Yeah.
cats in the yard.
So, Synkka.
This dungeon is too hard.
Nice. Synkka, it swipes at you, and you get to immediately respond to it.
I'm gonna blast it in the face.
You're going to have disadvantage because it's adjacent to you.
Oh,
Unless you have
Well-
like a shocking grasp.
I'm looking. I do not, but I have a gust of wind.
That
Could I go in its face?
it would
No.
it would potentially blow it away, and if it collided with something, it would take damage.
Oh.
I
Which-
think that's.
No.
I think that cantrip's too light to actually like affect
Yeah.
much of anything that's a living creature.
Oh, really? I thought it.
It's the cantrip, right?
No. Hang
Oh,
on.
well,
Ah.
That could be different.
No,
Then.
that's a line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide, blasts from you.
Yeah, that's a
It's
horse
strength,
of a different color.
strength save, or it's pushed 15 feet
Yeah.
from you in a direction.
And again, something that's ranged 60 feet.
Well, so the gust of wind.
It would be disadvantage, right?
You're not rolling an attack with gust of wind. It's making a save.
Okay. Yeah. So no, I was debating between that or web, casting a web to hold it so it couldn't swing any further.
Anything that it has to make a save against, it will not have. It won't be affected by being right next to
Okay.
you.
Then,
But
then
web,
I will.
web covers a pretty big area.
Yeah, I see that now. I thought that was the range that it could go, but that
could-
covers.
You could move yourself kind of over to the side of it without provoking an opportunity attack.
20. Okay.
and then
So that can be my reaction to that.
that could be your move.
Okay.
And then if you wanted to cast Gust of Wind, and then
Yes,
you could,
so it doesn't blow at
exactly, you could Gust of Wind it. Heck, I mean, if you wanted to, you could actually probably go like here,
And then
Okay.
catch both of them.
Gust of
Yeah,
Wind
both of them.
it into the
Oh
other
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since
Like
it's
right
one
there.
distance.
Yep. Shoom. Get
And just shoot them down the hallway.
that guy too. Well, if it's 60 feet, wouldn't it smoosh them into the wall?
Well, so it only pushes them 15 feet.
Oh, it pushes each of them.
It's
15.
it's 60 feet long, but it pushes them 15 feet.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it would
yeah.
smush the one in
Okay.
front of Beshenai into the wall, and it would smush the one in front of you into the one in front of Beshenai.
And the minis are not in proportion to the squares, correct?
Correct. Yeah. If you hit
Yeah.
Q, there is a
Oh, okay.
a ruler.
Ah. Gotcha.
But I'm going to say that that's
So-
close
So
enough.
it's
that
15 feet to the wall here.
Oh, okay. How do I undo
and
that?
it's-
Escape.
Stop.
You click escape.
Thank you.
So,
And it's 50. Oh, it's yeah, it's like 17.
Well,
feet
okay,
to
so
the
that
wall
guy-
and
Yeah, I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah. That guy could smash.
so are you doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
So they're both going to make a strength saving throw. This is straight up.
Sorry, that was
D20.
a lot of talking for.
They both fail.
Yay.
So this one smashes into the wall and its bones fly everywhere, while this one
Like bowling.
this one smashes into the one that was there before it, goes flying, and
And,
its bones go everywhere as well.
Nice.
So they are dissociated,
Correct,
but everywhere.
Yeah.
but everywhere.
Um,
But they're everywhere in a room that doesn't have a ton of bones scattered, so you can pretty easily assemble all of the parts, because there's only 2 in here.
Is
Sure.
it going to have to be like quick, throw them together and throw them in the bin, do you think?
you
Like
know,
the-
Synkka,
Yeah.
have you learnt Chill Touch yet?
I have not.
So
It's not one that I carry with me all the time.
it's a
I
cantrip.
don't. Yeah.
So Derrick,
Hmm.
I'm gonna hit each of the skeletons with Chill Touch.
Okay.
And since it's a cantrip, I'll if I missed the first one, I would just do it again.
Yeah.
And what Chill Touch allows me to do is so it does 1d8 damage, necrotic, and it can't gain HP until the start of my next turn. If it hits an undead target, they also have disadvantage on attack rolls until my next turn. So, my thought behind that was it would discourage them from reassociating.
Yeah. That's,
Um,
that's a good idea. And there's just the 2 of them, so you can kind of easily focus on that.
Right.
So yeah, you good idea. You just kind of chill touch. And you miss once in a while, but it's enough to kind of keep blasting them as you and Synkka gather the 2 sets of bones and then drag them further into the original room here. Dump one set into each sarcophagus, and each one makes that sort of click noise, but nothing else happens.
Sure.
So we're probably going to have to uncover the one that Mary didn't want to open up.
There was 4 that Mary didn't want to open up
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that were all sealed.
So as we get in there, I see if Mary has had any progress opening them.
We assist her with that progress.
Well, I would like to say Faebulous is alone with 4 of those skeletons. We should probably get back to him before.
I mean, as soon as they rushed out to you, I went with you guys. Because I'm not gonna just like leave you hanging around with some animated skeletons.
Yeah. You heard us yell.
I didn't get to do anything in initiative, so
Yeah, it didn't even
I
get to
didn't.
you. So yeah, we'll say in this time here, let's roll a d4 and see how many of these. I think Mary finished her studies and decided that if she took her time, she could do this carefully enough.
Yeah, she did have a crowbar or something like
Yeah.
that.
So
that
she
she
has
could
managed to
work with.
open all 4 of them.
Wow,
Yay.
very industrious.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being a friend.
She's she's kind of like, she's got her hands on her waist. She's like, that one was full of poisonous gas. Didn't bother me, but oh god, it smelled terrible. And let's see, and then that one had a bunch of small gems in it, and you can see like the gems have been put into a neat pile, but the one that she points at that had the gas in it is full to the brim with copper pieces.
Oh.
And all of the copper pieces have a grinning jack-o'-lantern face stamped on them. Kind of like a
That's fun.
weird long nose jack-o'-lantern.
Excellent.
Are there any other mechanisms in the other sarcophagi?
Yep. You can test and discover that all 4 of them have a similar mechanism.
All the skeletons ahoy. We'll do one skeleton at a time.
Yep.
Excellent.
So
So I guess next I would try and collect the diamond, and we'd.
yeah. So we don't have to play that out. You kind of all focus on one, and you put it together, and Beshenai is just chill touching the thing the whole time, and you get
We've
it
got
in
a method
here.
down.
Yep. Yeah. You get it down. Get it done. The only real problem is you have to shovel 10,000 copper pieces out of one of the.
Yeah, we leave that to Mary.
She's doing that while you're doing the other stuff. And
Yeah, she's the Mary to our Pippin, as it were.
nice. And when there's about 1,000 copper left in that last one, and you haven't brought the last skeleton in yet. There's about 1,000 copper left, and it clicks, and the other 5 have skeletons in them, and they all click as well. And there's a grinding from above. Like, you guys are kind of just dragging that last skeleton in, and there's a grinding from above, and a panel in the ceiling opens up, and a chunk of shield clunks down out of the ceiling onto the floor.
And lands on Mary and kills her instantly.
Yep,
No!
hits her right in the head. It's like Final Destination. Just
Everything's.
I feel bad about the Zelda music then.
never have to feel bad about Zelda music, Adam. It's okay.
You're among friends.
Excellent. So we've got
Strangers on the
we've got 2 shield pieces. We know where the third one is, and
We still just can't get to it.
we have a 4th one to find then.
So we gotta head north. North.
Wow, that was like the
You
opening.
okay?
It was like the opening of the Bad Boys song from Cops. So I'm just gonna scoot you way up there.
Skadoosh.
Oh, you can move me around.
Zoop. Yep.
Excellent.
Where are we scooting? Oh, I'm going.
Scooting the boot up to the north entrance right
There
there.
you are.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way to the northern entrance. And I'm just orienting everybody so they can all see properly. Okay, cool. Everybody's good. Oh, everything went away for a second there. And you see a large L-shaped room that has 5 hanging wooden cages, and one that has smashed to the ground. In all of the hanging wooden cages, you see a gargoyle just kind of poised there, like ready to strike but unmoving. The one on the ground that is smashed open also has a gargoyle on it, but it is standing there and it has its hands as if it is holding a pair of binoculars, and it is staring down the narrow portion of the room. If you look on my screen, kind of over here, it's staring in this direction, as if it is looking at something in the far part of the room, which of course you cannot see yet.
Is
What
this
is it,
the
Raj?
thing where we should go alone?
Oh, yes.
Right. So, as the tankiest of the three, I suppose I shall go first. And I wield my quarterstaff, and see what I can do as I enter.
Okay. So you enter and you see the gargoyle just standing there. You can't see its eyes because it is holding imaginary binoculars,
Sure.
just looking down the hallway, which is kind of over to your left at the end
Um,
of the end of the room there.
Excellent. Are just the 2 gargoyles, or do the other cages have gargoyles as well?
All the cages have gargoyles.
It's just that one of them is down and the other one is smashed.
The cage that is down is where the gargoyle is. The cage is smashed. The gargoyle is not. And the other
So-
5 cages all feature gargoyles still.
So, what I will do instead then is I will stow my staff and ready chill touch for any signs of movement from the gargoyle that's down.
Okay.
And just give him a wide berth as I try and make my way past him.
Okay.
And then try and give a thumbs up to the next.
So when you move into the hallway and kind of like when you move up there and turn, like you can see the gargoyle's gleaming eyes kind of through its imaginary binoculars. Its eyes gleam red, and you can see them gleaming now, but it has not moved or taken any actions.
I see. So I give the thumbs up to the rest of the crew, saying, come on, and I, like a fool, turn my back on the glowing-eyed gargoyle, and try and investigate this wall on the far end of the hallway.
So looking down the hallway, you see a sizable room, and the only thing of note is a iron hook from which hangs a cord with another piece of shield.
Ah, good then.
What are you guys doing while Beshenai heads down the hall?
Giving him a hearty
Yeah.
thumbs up because it says, when you meet the Man of Stone, be sure to do so while alone.
So, like, I also don't
I don't
want to leave the wizard completely alone, so I'm going to slowly peek through the door and see if anything's going to react.
Yeah, I had completely forgotten about the warning about alone, so I just went in.
So Faebulous, you kind of peek in through the door and nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay.
I follow
So-
Faebulous at a distance. behind him.
So I channel my inner rogue and investigate the shield for traps,
No
as
LARPing.
a wizard is wont to do.
Okay. Make an investigation check,
Save it
please.
for the con.
An investigation. Yes, this is what we shall do. An investigation check for the traps at 13.
You look around and determine that it is a mundane hook, and there are no protections keeping it from being removed, keeping the necklace from being removed.
What a silly thing to leave lying around. And I just pick up the shield and turn around.
Okay. Nothing happens. You pick up the shield and turn around. You can see the gargoyle still staring there, just staring at you, but it doesn't move.
Okay.
All right. And with shield in a sort of, a footballer cradles the football. Just kind of one hand outstretched with shield touch, ready to go.
Yep.
And cradling the football shield. And
I sort of just shout down the hall like, "Are you still good? Still good?"
And he comes around the corner, holding another chunk of the crest.
How do I know it's really you?
And I back out, and I go, well, that was easy, and I just walk out then.
Oh no, we don't say that.
You said it with your out loud words.
Yeah, you walk out with the chunk of crest.
All right,
Nothing
so
happens.
we've got
Okay.
one. So we've got one trapped in a force field.
Mm.
Everybody make another perception check for me, please.
Oh, I did that physical dice thing again. What is my perception? +3, 15.
This is actually +4.
14.
It's info. Gah.
Nick, roll one more for me, Nick. Even worse. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, you got to figure out how to get through the force field somehow.
Mhm.
I mean, I will say, Beshenai, you studied it and know that if you took some time and kind of like marred the symbols the right way, you could probably disengage a portion of it. But if you did it wrong, it might blow up
Ah.
So,
because magic.
right.
I can give you an assist.
Sure. So, I guess what I'll do is, in the meantime, I'm going to take like the 3 pieces of shield that we have and kind of like place them where we figure they'll go in the doorway and see if that does anything.
Each piece kind of clunks in, and you hear a distinctive click from beyond the door each time you put a piece in.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And so Beshenai takes one look at the form of the woman laying there and goes, yeah, we need to get in there.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I would like to roll an Arcana check since Faebulous is taking the help action with advantage on identifying which portions of the form I can mar to render this inactive.
Sure.
Now, doing it with the physical dice again. So that's 10 and a 6. So 10 plus my Arcana, which is an 8, so 18.
Okay. Yeah, you with Faebulous kind of like pointing out like, oh, well, this repeats over here and that sort of thing. You pretty quickly determine that some of these are just there. Some of them are just like decorative, and some of them are false symbols. And if you mar them, they will create a negative magical reaction. And some of them are, in fact, the symbols that hold this wall of force in place.
Sure.
Cool.
So I'll take the small knife that happens to be in a scholar's pack for whatever reason, and start scratching away at some of these sort of false symbols.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check, please.
Lovely. This time I have learned my lesson. I will roll not physical dice. Where's my sleight of hand? There it is. That's a +4. That's not terrible. Needs to be supported by a roll, though.
That's a fumble.
Yes, it is.
So you have you do all have a single inspiration. If you wanted to use it right now, Adam, you could.
Excellent.
Oh, who had what for Halloween-y items from the fair, by the way?
I have the witchy one.
Right, you've got the broom. Beshenai had the eyeball?
You know what? I did not. I think perhaps Mary did.
Oh, there you had the eyeball.
I think Mary had the eyeball.
Yeah.
You had the
However,
hat,
I
right?
feel like Mary might have passed that along when I harvested her pockets after the unfortunate shield accident.
Unfortunately, the eyeball is loyal to her. It is
Aw.
bonded to her. And you also, she would have given you her candy corn, though.
Oh, excellent.
So
Yes.
you do have the extra piece of candy corn. And then,
So
did you have the rubber spider, Faebulous?
I don't think that I did.
I remember that Synkka took the child's cloak.
So
What was
I'm
the
going to
red-
spend my inspiration
Okay.
and go just another sleight of the hand, and better than a 1. It is a 9 + 4. Excellent.
Okay.
Nice.
So you are like just about to mar a symbol, and then you realize that it's got like a very slight sort of curve to it that actually changes its usage, and you very quickly move the knife above that and mar one of the correct symbols, and then you kind of learn from that, and you mar a few more. There is just like one series that you have to interrupt to take down a chunk of the spell here now. And other people can do things too while Beshenai is kind of studying and carving away at symbols here.
I mean, I'm just kind of waiting for him to finish that up.
Okay.
I'll,
And
I'll
he can-
assist
I
him,
almost.
I'll assist him in what manners that I can, but
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. That almost blew us up. Figured it
No.
out though.
All right.
let's,
I guess
let's a little go ahead.
I was going to say, if nobody else wants to do anything, then I guess you can make another attempt, Beshenai. You have now marred several symbols, so there's just one series. So if you just use the knife and mar these, it's going to be more difficult. Because there's already, like, things that have been scratched, and now you're kind of scratching in between your own scratches.
Right.
So you can do it, but it's going to be harder.
With just the knife, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What about if you do you have an acid spell?
I have very few spells for a wizard, to be honest. You know what I could do is, it's getting a little dirty with all the scratches and stuff. I'll just prestidigitation my workspace and then go at it with the knife a little bit. Just clear the, like vacuum all the sawdust out kind of thing.
All right.
And now I can see my work a little clearer.
Okay, I like that. I'll let you make the sleight of hand with advantage.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. And I was about to shake my dice again, and it's not what I wanted to do. With advantage, so that is a roll that I will hopefully do away with, and a roll that's pretty good.
Much better. Yep. So you clear all the stuff out, and it helps you see which symbols need to be manipulated still to disenchant this chunk of wall of force, and you successfully do so.
Perfect.
And there is a kind of telltale shimmer that fades away, and you are free to move into the platform area.
Nice.
The wall's down, everybody.
I like it. Print it.
And being the one that studied medicine, at least in part, I'll look at
theory.
I'll look at the elf, but pass the shield on to someone else if they wanted to come in.
Okay. Yeah, she is unconscious, but alive, just like the dwarf.
That magical stupor.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
You just put on a little soot to give her a mustache while she's asleep.
Excellent. The greatest wizard in the municipality, and she has a mustache now.
Maybe she already did have the mustache. Just like accentuating.
Honestly, if she didn't have a mustache before, the ash wouldn't have stuck.
No,
So I guess we'll just leave the elf and
Tell that to everybody's forehead on Ash Wednesday.
hey, little hairs. Hairs.
And
plus they add oil to that ash so that it sticks better.
It's little spider hairs that come out of there.
So you take the final piece of the crest of Bradbury Hallow over to the large stone door and place it in, and there is a fourth and resounding click as the doors shake, and you see a room that stretches out before you. It looks like
My character over there.
Oh, sorry.
it looks like this.
Whoa!
Nish, 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 nay.
I see the light.
Yeah, we've traversed into.
I love the spooky musics.
I like the music, yeah.
You enter into a underground vault of some kind. There is a massive black tree root kind of coming out through the ceiling and the wall. And nestled in that tree root is a small glowing jack-o'-lantern, along with the prostrate form of
Brandon Stark.
of young Joe Pipkin.
Sorry.
There are 2 large glowing jack-o'-lanterns smiling wickedly, looking away from you, and crouched over the form of the little boy is looks like an older man in a cape and a sort of old-fashioned tuxedo almost. There he is sort of mumbling to himself. Beyond, there is a passage that extends up to a stream that kind of goes around the corner. Pretend you can't see all the way around. And over to the east is a wall with a wooden door set in it that is slightly ajar. Beyond that, you can see that there is a room in there and some kind of glow emanating from within there as well. As you enter, you can hear the older man or the zombie in makeup saying, "When you reach the stars, boy, yes, and live there forever, all the fears will go, and death himself will die. Go on now, Pip." Almost. And then he looks over his shoulder and sees the 3 of you and says, "Bah! You lot have been making quite a ruckus in my home. It's time to make you silent as the grave." And then he sweeps his cape out from behind him and launches himself at you, and you can hear noises coming from down the hallway over there.
So between the music that could have been Batman's lair music, the Batcave, if you will, and my earlier jokes about my backstory being oddly Mr. Freeze-like, I would like to shout, "Have a nice day," and cast Chill Touch.
All right, well, let's roll
Let's kill the dinosaurs, the Ice Age.
Let's roll some initiative here.
Yeah, that's exactly it, right?
Stats, initiative.
Up to 12.
Go back
Probably
to
the most watched Batman movie in my cinematic history.
I'm so sorry, Adam. Who hurt you?
I'm Mr. How does that song go now? Oh man, it's been a long time.
Man.
I'm Mr. Icicle. I'm Mr. Snow.
Oh God. Callie loves that one.
That's one of my favorite Christmas songs, if you could consider it such.
It is. Absolutely.
You disapprove of your hair, is that it?
What was that?
You disapprove of your hair?
Yeah, I bought shampoo that I don't like. It smells somewhere between beets and turnip.
What?
It's terrible. It is terrible. It is the most terrible shampoo I've ever had, and I'm feeling like cheap, and it works. But I don't want to not use it.
Don't hate me for this pun, but it sounds good for the roots.
Nice. That was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is wonderful tonight.
You set it up too well, Jen.
I did. It really is terrible.
So you can see that the man before you, he's got the long hooked nose and a bald, kind of wrinkled head and a small, little, hateful, tight mouth, and shiny shoes and the whole. He's dressed to the nines, and you can see how some people would think that maybe this was a very impressive magical mask, but standing here in this evil room, you can see that is clearly just his face. And Synkka, as he turns and prepares to cast a spell at you all, you have first action. followed by Faebulous.
1 point. I don't see him on the map or on the picture. Is he?
You don't see him
How
right
did
there?
Synkka go first?
He's at the top of the roots.
He's right there. Synkka got a 16.
This guy?
Oh.
Am I not rolling?
Oh. Oh, I
Or
see.
That guy.
He
'Cause I see
is really
Synkka have a
tiny
12.
on our screen.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's super small.
Oh,
Yeah,
that.
he is
Oh, wow.
Because I
Yes.
see the boy, but
I
like
thought that
tinier
was-
than tiny.
Huh.
Yeah, he's tinier than the small pumpkin
Weird.
that's above
Really?
Yeah.
Pipkin.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Mm.
Yeah. Like.
I do that-
Oh, wow.
Does that make him bigger?
Nope.
Ah, he's cute.
No,
On
but we can see
yours?
that he resembles the penguin.
so much Batman and none of it intentional.
Okay. So at least I know where I'm directing my ire now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll zoom super in so you can kind of see at least on my view.
On yours.
On your Zoom.
Yeah.
You know what I can do actually? Spotlight for everyone. Thank you. There. On Zoom we
nice.
shall be able to see everything better.
That works.
Ah. Okay. All right. So. I'm gonna magic missile this guy because I'm done.
Sounds good.
He's,
Because,
he's
like,
scary.
I
He's
don't-
mean. He's got the
I
kid.
don't see Adam's roll, and it shows 12 for me, and I got 23.
Oh, really? Hang on. All right, let's hold on a sec here.
What?
Oh yeah, you did.
My roll was
Beshenai
not great. It was
I don't
6
see a
plus 4, I think.
Yeah,
Did
I don't
you
even
roll
have.
real?
I don't even have you having an initiative roll in here, Nick. The last roll.
Really?
I do.
Really?
I see his initiative roll is 23.
Huh. Yeah, all I
see
have.
Yeah.
yours is 12, and I don't even see Adam's.
Yeah.
That's funny. I've got the
No.
2.
Oh, see, I see mine.
I don't see.
I see all of
Adam.
my skill checks. But
Yeah.
I,
All I see is your skill checks and then the 2 d20s that I rolled.
I don't.
see, I see all the skill checks and then my initiative.
Huh.
So what we're learning now is that everyone has a different chat.
Do you guys not like
It is.
when I
not meant-
roll? Like I'm gonna roll a
I'm
d20
gonna-
right now.
I mean, I've seen other rolls of yours, and they show up.
Did that
But
pop into the
nothing-
chat just now?
Nope.
I
did not
only
pop
see it
into the
on
chat.
yours. I only see it
Huh.
on your.
I'm gonna send
Camera.
you a screenshot of
That's
that too.
weird. All right, let's add that to the bug.
Yeah,
list
for
real
the
quick.
bugging,
Yeah.
I would like to send a screenshot of this.
I
Yeah,
just
please
did.
do.
Send it to you, Derek.
Okay. Choose sending to chat. Okay, so
Mission: find all the bugs.
that's what we're here for. All right, so Nick, I'm sorry. What was your initial?
23.
23. Okay, and Synkka, you were 16 or no?
12.
12.
I only
Okay.
I had. That's something. I don't know. You probably already said it. An initiative tracker of some kind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It would be so helpful.
I have one, but you guys don't have access to it for some reason.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And Beshenai, what did you get?
10.
Okay, so yours is correct. So in that case, Faebulous,
Fabulous.
as the spell begins to cast, and you see Synkka ready to cast her own
I'm
spell
like-
next to you.
I'm crackling with energy.
Just like,
It's
fuck
okay.
that shit.
As it happens, Beshenai also.
I'll do a longbow shot, and I'll take aim.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm just gonna use the rapier because it's the same.
Sure.
But I have to hit the 6. Oh, I crit.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, you have
Ooh.
to tell me what you can roll because now you're super small and I can't see it, and it's not showing up into the chat at all.
And the second one didn't show up.
Yeah, none of
Like-
them showed up for me. But
That's
a crit is nice.
A crit is indeed nice.
Crit is nice.
Mhm.
So 4, 6.
What are you wearing
28.
now?
It's a cloak.
Oh, okay. I can't see it all that well.
So that's actually going to be. I didn't roll my crit damage in there, so that's going to be 9, 12, so 24, 28.
Nice.
Hachi machi.
Whoa.
So Beshenai, or not Beshenai, Faebulous drops to one knee and lines up a shot and just puts it right through the stranger's throat, and he goes down into a heap, just crumples. But you
Well,
can.
there goes all his cool monologuing.
But you can. That's weird. What happened there? As he lays there, however, everybody make a perception check.
Excuse me.
I got 9.
Skills.
Oh,
This is +4.
You have to tell me what it is because I can't see it.
and I just rolled
It's crap.
mine. So I'm gonna have to. Oh, it is a 12 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he goes down like a sack of bricks.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start to go
So that
over
was
to
easy.
the boy. Oh, when you get him in the throat. I mean,
Yeah.
So you, so it's Synkka's turn.
yep.
Yep. Oh, well, all right. So, but
Well,
They're
Faebulous, you didn't want to use your movement for that?
He can't move
I
because he
can't.
aimed.
Oh.
all of our perceptions are that he is DED dead,
He is
right?
down. Yep. Though you can clearly hear something coming down the corridor.
The water
over
side?
here.
The
Okay.
water
Yeah.
side, right? Okay. So I will head that way.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. Where was I?
You're
10,
here.
15, 20, 25, 30. I think that's 30.
But you're a gnome, you get 25, yes?
Back.
Got those
I
stubby
slid in the
legs.
Yeah. Shh.
Did you move?
I just did.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
showing it
so,
on my
hold
screen,
on.
not-
This
It doesn't
thing...
show on my screen that you've moved either.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, yep.
Yeah.
I moved the token.
I can see it in
I didn't-
AR. I can't see it in Derrick's shared.
I can't see it in AR either.
Huh. That's, all right.
This is the weirdest
That
shit.
is so bizarre. Hang on.
Well, if they're gonna want to compete with Roll20, this is not the way you do it.
Well, this is why
Okay.
we're still in alpha.
I just took a picture for you so you can see
Okay,
both screens
thanks.
because I have it one above the other.
So Nick, you don't see her moved either?
I see her move.
Oh, okay.
Like, I see it in my ARealm. I don't see it in the Zoom meeting where you're sharing.
Yeah. All right.
But Adam, you can't.
I'm not at all.
Okay.
That is, I don't even understand how that works. All right, so
Yeah.
So
5,
this is where I
10,
am.
15, 20, 25, like
Like that was the one. Was what I thought.
what just
Right?
happened?
I don't know
Oh,
what I did.
oh. You went greeny.
Yeah, that was weird.
I did.
No, I
Me?
did.
Oh.
All right, so like there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can't quite see around the corner yet. But
Nope, not
that's
yet.
where
But I
you
hear
are.
something.
Yep.
You can ready a spell.
Yeah.
Like a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then the fiery one.
Firebolt.
Yeah, that one.
So you're
I'll
ready.
have it ready and crackling. ready to
for-
go.
What's your ready condition?
Yeah, that. I want to I would probably be jumpy at this point, and whatever comes around that corner.
You're gonna
Ah,
blast.
small children, kill it.
So
Yep.
anyways, I started blasting.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
I can work with that.
All right, so Synkka's kind of got this fireball. She's like,
Yeah.
got it ready. Just paying attention to that corner there.
Yep. Yeah,
and
like coming around this corner.
as you are looking over there, you don't see, but the other two do see Monshroud sort of picks himself up, and you can clearly see now there's a like a pulse of energy coming from the pumpkin into him and from the boy into the pumpkin, and it like bodily lifts him up, and he kind of comes to rest, just sort of floating on his 2 feet there. And
Would
Oh no, we
would
gotta get that
Beshenai
boy.
know if this is a Weekend at Bernie's situation or a phylactery situation?
Beshenai could make a Arcana check on his turn to figure that out.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair.
No, I just love the different takes there.
Sorry, a Weekend at Bernie's or a Voldemort situation?
So he kind of, like I said, he picks himself up,
Good.
and let's see. He moves up to Beshenai,
Mysterious ways.
and he doesn't walk. He just sort of floats on the tips of his feet until he gets in front of Beshenai, and then he comes down hard, and it lets out this clap of thunder that catches both Beshenai and... Why is it moving Faebulous? Catches both Beshenai and Faebulous in it. Let's see.
And by the way, Copper Pots has not moved on my screen here.
Oh, he hasn't?
No,
He's still wincy
he's still Weensy and where
Yep.
he was.
over by the
Same.
boy.
He was in teensy teensy.
He's a small,
itsy
low-hanging
bitsy
fruit.
weeny weeny. Necromancer in tuxedo. it really fell apart there.
Yeah, that didn't work at all. So, if the two elves could please make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Not bloody likely.
Not me.
Con save.
And let me know what you get, because I can't see it.
Yeah. That
Sounded like
was a nat
Severus.
1 plus 3.
So I got a 12.
Okay, so you are both blown away by this wave of thunder.
Whoa!
It's so thunderous.
As Beshenai
cool.
is
That was
forced
amazing!
10 feet back, and Faebulous is smashed into the wall there.
Good thing you're not a skeleton.
So you both take
It just blew me away.
13 thunder
13.
damage.
Oh, ouch.
And Faebulous, you also take 1 bludgeoning damage from smashing into the wall behind you.
So that's gonna be 14.
Okay, I'm at 3 hit points.
Whoa. I don't do healing.
Do your
I-
necro stuff, Mr. Hardiest of the bunch.
Right.
Yeah,
about
you
that.
gotta.
I got to kill with my spell to do that.
Yeah.
And unless Featherfall can kill, I don't have very many like killy sort of spells.
What kind of necromancer are you?
Yeah.
It kind of brings
I
things
can- I
back.
can cast False Life on myself, and that'll do something.
When he does that, the ceiling above the whole area sort of shakes, and a little bit of dirt kind of crumbles down, like kind of all on all of you.
Ugh.
But you see, like, it lands on his head, and he very quickly, like, wipes it away.
Seems like a hallowed earth deal.
Beshenai, it's your turn.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna cast False Life.
Okay.
Which does nothing to him. Oh, hey, I have all my spells now. And 2 fine familiars, apparently. Yeah, so False Life just gives me some temporary hit points.
Right.
Sounds cool.
I have it up on my phone here. Or I will have it up on my phone here.
D4 plus 4.
Sounds good.
If you're casting it.
I knew it was
level.
something similar to that. D4 plus 4. Well, that's taking a long time to figure itself out. Okay, there we are. And I can't see my rolls either right now because it's tiny. So it is. Oh, apparently I rolled a
There's a
D20 as
D20
well.
in there as well.
So 2 plus 4, 6.
So you
It
give yourself
counts, it
6 hit
counts.
points.
That's not bad. Unfortunately, that doesn't do anything to him. So Beshenai will.
You can make that Arcana check if you want.
Well, False Life was an action.
Yeah, I'll let you do that as a bonus.
Sure. So my Arcana weakened at Bernie's versus Voldemort check. Arcana right near the top here. It's 16.
So, I mean, you know that he is not a full-blown lich, because he probably wouldn't have been dropped or even necessarily harmed all that much by Fabulous's first shot.
Right.
But you're fairly certain that there is some sort of phylactery situation going on, as well as some kind of life-draining or life transfer from the boy into him.
Right. So what I relay to everybody is I think he's draining life from the boy, and he may have life stored elsewhere as well.
He turns when you say that and says, I suggest you keep your nose to yourself.
Really?
And those eyebrows as well.
Huh? Like yours is like 4 inches long. It's not a good look. And that's my turn.
Okay.
So I know Synkka really didn't. I don't know if she really clarified what her held action was for, but
Well,
She said if
there was
anything came
something
around the corner.
That corner,
Okay.
yeah. I did, unfortunately, say that.
And around the corner comes a
Small child.
a
No.
walking jack-o'-lantern.
Ah!
it's a friendly-looking boy.
He is walking on vine legs, and his eyes and mouth glow with fire, and he comes around the corner, and you hurl your firebolt at him.
I do. gonna go smashing pumpkins, guys. I don't know what it was. What'd I get?
I
Ooh,
don't know, I can't
20?
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit.
20 away.
I don't like this going back and forth bit, but
Yes. I used to be able to see everybody's rolls
I got
in
6.
the info thing. It feels like a lack of sync here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm seeing the rolls, but I don't like that I have to bounce back and forth. I
Yeah.
wish that was something that would pop up on the side,
So
and I could have my thing separate.
the firebolt hits the pumpkin, and it like opens its mouth and catches the fire, and you see its fire starting to like glow brighter inside of it. Some
The
of
That's kind
its
fire
of
eater.
exciting.
some of its pumpkin-y bits did scorch, so it did a little bit, but it didn't do what you were hoping to.
That's okay. Does it smell like pumpkin spice now?
No, it just smells like burned pumpkin.
Burnt pumpkin.
Not a great look.
No.
But that's all it does. It comes around the corner, and it uses its whole turn to get to you.
Okay. Did it show up in ARealm on yours? Like, hold on. I gotta look. Yeah, see it. Your icon of him is not on my screen in ARealm
At all.
at all.
All right.
Everybody's where they were at the start of this for me.
Yeah. Like, I can see it on your screen, but that's definitely not syncing right. Which makes me grateful for your screen.
I wonder if it would be different if we weren't using Zoom.
Oh,
Maybe.
maybe.
But
Before
Yeah,
we,
it should still sync in ARealm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the
I just
two
wonder
of
if
them.
that's like is part of the problem. Before we wrap up, we'll just drop Zoom, and I'll start a new one, a new in-app, just to see, like, just move a couple things around and see if you guys see it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Start. Okay. So Faebulous, it is your turn.
All right. So,
Drop it like it's hot.
Like it's
correct me where I'm wrong here.
everywhere.
We saw like the life draining thing go from the boy to the pumpkin to him.
Yep.
Do I think it has to do with the boy's placement near the roots?
You could make a Arcana check.
Is that going to be a bonus action or?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to use that to. I'm just gonna grab the boy.
Okay.
I'm gonna basically do an avoid everybody technique and do a dash and get him back out into the hall.
Hmm.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So let's see.
All
that
of the
is
Pumpkin King, is that what that is, Jen?
Yes.
Thank you.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, this is you. Wrong elf. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
They all look the same.
30. So 30 gets you not quite to the boy.
We do look
Moving
literally
around.
exactly the same.
I know.
Kind of moving around, but and avoiding him. You get up to there, and then you're going to use a dash to move up to him and grab him.
Yep.
Please, as soon as you step there, the roots kind of reach out and try to trip you up.
Oh, that's fun.
Make a acrobatics check, please.
You know, I was hoping it was going to be a dex save. Where are you, acrobatics?
Reach out, touch. Taste.
12.
So you're pretty sure you just are about to avoid it, and then a little extra root kind of shoots out and trips you, knocks you prone before you even get into that last square. So that was 25 feet of movement, and you get knocked down. So you could use your dash action, 15 feet of your dash action to stand, and then you'd have a total of 20 feet of movement left.
Is that stand grab the guy, or grab the kid, and move? Just curious.
So
Because it eats up half my move to stand.
to stand, yeah.
Yeah.
It might be half the. I don't know. We're gonna say it's half your movement speed because I don't know if you take multiple move actions if it cuts them all in half for the whole round. We're just gonna say no.
Yeah.
I don't feel
I've
like
always
that.
ruled it that like it takes half of your original movement,
Yeah,
like
that makes more sense. to me.
because you know, it takes the same amount of effort and time to get up whether you're moving quickly or you're moving slowly.
Yeah. So 15 feet will get you to the kid, and then you would have 5 feet of movement left, plus a standard action still.
So quick question. Do you get disadvantage for shooting from prone?
Yes, I believe you do.
I know you get disadvantage for melee, but I can't recall if you get disadvantage for range.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls, just across the board.
Okay.
So I'll follow through with my original plan then and use all the last of my movement to get as far as I possibly can away from the roots.
Okay, so 15 gets you up to the kid, and you're kind of like looking for it now, so you kind of avoid the roots. And then you're going towards the pumpkin or towards the...
I think I'm gonna go back towards the exit.
Okay. Let's see. So that would be 15, 5 left, and then you use your last thing to move again. What's your strength?
Wasn't the worst. Or I might have made it the worst. It's a zero. It's a +0.
Okay. Make a strength check for me, please.
Nope. It's an 8.
Okay, so you're hauling this kid, and he's not that big, but you're not that strong, and you're kind of like, you're gonna have your movement speed cut in half as you are carrying the kid.
Yeah.
You feel,
I figured that was gonna happen anyway.
You can see that as you kind of move away from the roots. Let's see, that would be 5 there, and then 5, 10, 15 gets you back there, kind of at the foot of the stairs. There's like you can feel the kid kind of like being tugged, and this like essence almost is still moving out of him into the little pumpkin, and then it's forming like a triangle now from him to the pumpkin and down to the creepy zombie.
I said,
guy.
get the pumpkin.
The itty bitty one?
The itty bitty one.
Yeah, the little
Not the
one
one
in
on legs that
roots.
is marching at us?
It's that
Oh.
one too.
Yeah.
So that is Fabulous's turn. I feel like that was half an hour of turn.
Right? It was just move action.
Synkka, it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Faebulous has the boy. He is no longer there.
Okay.
So that's built into the map, so he doesn't go anywhere.
I am curious if I send a message if everyone will see it now.
Oh yeah.
In the info thing?
The chat.
Yeah.
I'm
So
currently not seeing anything.
I'm not either. I'm going to magic missile.
I wonder if it's because we're both in one socket.
Maybe.
Magic missiling him or the pumpkin.
So I get 3, right?
Yep.
Can I do 2 to the pumpkin guy and 1 to the pumpkin?
2 to the guy and 1 to the pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, there's pumpkin guy, right?
He's not a pumpkin guy. He's like a zombie guy. But sure.
No. The on four roots pumpkin guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, the pumpkin.
The pumpkin
the actual
guy.
pumpkin creature. Right, right. He's not
The
a guy.
pumpkin
but-
creature. Sorry.
Sure.
They are
You shouldn't
marching at
assume
us
it's
with a pumpkin
gender.
head.
The
Agreed.
Gordoid.
Yes.
It's a killer pumpkin. Thank you very much. And then 1
Okay, the
over
killer
at
pumpkin
the
and
pumpkin
the root
itself.
pumpkin. Yes.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So 1, 2, 3.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Okay. Click the OK. Do I click that 3 times, right? So 1, 2,
Oh, I can't
and I
see
can't
anything
see
you're
these,
rolling,
and
so.
3. I'm just clicking them. So 1, 2. I heard it roll 3 times, and only 2 showed up in the chat. 21, 19, and I'm gonna roll 1 more.
Oh, you don't have to
because-
roll to hit. Magic missile
What?
just hits automatically. You just roll damage.
Why? Well, then why does it say to roll to hit?
Because it's
'Cause it's goofy.
it's
Stupid.
built that way. It probably doesn't have a way to.
It's
It's just built different.
okay. So 1,
So it's
2,
D4 plus 1 each time.
3. I'm just counting because I'm rolling it. 1, 2, 3. So I got 2, 3. So 5 on the pumpkinoid
So 7.
thing creature. No.
Each is
Uh,
plus 1.
Yes, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one is 2 to the root pumpkin jack-o'-lantern
Okay.
thing.
So something just occurred to me.
Mhm.
If with all the Batman stuff, I wonder if this new Jack Lantern buddy is really Commissioner Gord.
Ah,
Wow. Oof.
Oh, appreciated.
I punned his costume right off of him.
Oh, shoot.
Impactful.
Thank you for saying that. I just recalled, and this is my bad. Each of you still wearing your costumes from the,
Oh, yeah.
the fair earlier?
Yeah, yeah. The
you-
cloak.
You each have a single D20 that you can re-roll.
Oh,
On top of the inspiration
Yeah, this
stuff?
is separate from inspiration.
Okay,
oh.
sounds good.
Well, none of that was.
Yeah, it hasn't mattered for Jen yet, but like if you guys wanted to retro use that on your con save, you could, or you can just save it for your next roll.
That would have been a pretty big con save for me, but it's fine.
Okay.
I will. I mean, yeah, that would have been a pretty clutch move, but it would have changed my action and stuff like that too. Like it's too messy now.
All right. And so you shoot one over at the pumpkin, and it hits the pumpkin, but you can see that it is like magically resisting
Reinforced.
what you're doing. Yeah. So it like takes a chunk out of it. It takes a chunk out of it, but it doesn't stop it entirely.
Hmm.
And then it is his turn. However, when you strike it, he lets out kind of a roar.
Hmm.
And let's see, he is going to move over to here in between Faebulous and Synkka. Let's see. That is, he swings a hand at Faebulous. This is going to be plus. Gets a 17 on Faebulous.
Yep. This will probably do me in.
I have a.
You take 6 damage, 6 psychic damage, as his touch just like rends your mind.
No.
You have disadvantage to your next saving throw before the end of his next turn. And then he also swings a hand over at Synkka. That's a 20.
Ugh, man.
Oh.
Alright, so I'm at literally 1 hit point.
Well, if
Wait.
it makes you feel better,
That
Faebulous, one of my spells allows me to make you not decompose for 10 days.
Synkka, you
Nice.
take 13 necrotic damage
I have 1 hit point left.
as he reaches out, and you
Certainly a theme.
you feel a touch from the grave. This necromancy that you study, you know that he is wielding it on a level that you do not fully comprehend, as he rips the life force out of you.
I'm not done with school yet.
And then Beshenai, it's your turn.
I have so much left to learn.
Should I kill everything at once?
Yeah. So we tried Firebolt.
Yep.
Like, we tried fire. I'm going to try some necrotic damage on this pumpkin,
I don't do
the
that.
tiny guy. I mean,
Well, we
it
didn't
magically
try-
resisted the fire, so...
It,
So
it was
we-
the magic missile that it resisted.
Oh,
Yes.
magic missile it resisted.
Yeah, the pump.
Well,
the
The pumpkin just
pumpkin.
ate the fire.
The
That's-
gourd
Yes.
monster ate fire.
Yep.
The little pumpkin phylactery took
Sure.
2 magic missile damage.
Okay. The Gordamon. Nope, that didn't work.
And we don't
I was
necessarily.
I was stretching for the Demigorgon.
And
It
I
didn't
don't
work.
know that we think that it like
Huh.
resists magic missile damage. We think that
Okay.
it just takes more damage than a normal pumpkin.
Yeah,
would.
you know it's just a normal pumpkin. It's not a normal pumpkin, rather.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so then I'm gonna kill it with fire because that seems right. I'm gonna cast Firebolt. It's an actions spells. Firebolt. Switching tabs.
Looks like a 25.
Oh, so that is a 25 to hit.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You hit
Um,
the tiny little pumpkin.
Okay.
And the firebolt hits it, and it just explodes. And as soon as that happens, the connection between the boy and the creature just fizzles into nothing, and he lets out a roar of rage.
Okay, so just clarifying, that was 25 against its AC, that wasn't its damage?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. So you don't want me to roll damage?
Nope, you don't have to.
Okay.
It's number
And-
of hits, not hit points.
Gotcha. So then, what I'm gonna do, these gourds beside Faebulous, have we noticed them move or like show any signs of life?
Nope, they
Thus
seem
far?
like just regular old glowy jack-o'-lanterns.
Bumpity dumpies.
Although, make a quick perception check for me.
Sure.
And actually, you guys could both make a perception check if you wanted.
9.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
Yeah, in there.
Whatever
Oh,
reason,
yeah,
I'm not
perception.
seeing anyone else's roles in
Yeah, no, me either.
ARealm anymore.
So natural 20.
You crit. Okay.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So, Faebulous, you noticed that just before the pumpkin that got shattered or blown apart by Beshenai a second ago, you noticed that it actually had a very striking resemblance to the boy in your hands. And noting that, you noticed that the 2 pumpkins kind of mounted there bear a pretty strong resemblance to the unconscious wizard lady in the other room and the unconscious dwarf in the other room. Though you do not see any sort of there's no transmutation there. There's no transmission of life force, but they do bear a pretty strong resemblance.
Someone's very artistic.
And you
Yeah.
you
Well,
note
Faebulous knows design.
you note the distinctive glow of another jack-o'-lantern coming from beyond that door over to the east.
Oh.
All right. So, are you guys ready for some shenanigans?
I don't know, are we?
Shenanigan away.
I'll get the broom.
Exactly. I'm gonna use my flying broom. I'm gonna use a disengage action.
Right,
And
right.
as I'm leaving a burning hands on both Lich Face and the pumpkin that looks like the one that's adjacent to him,
Okay.
whoever it looks like.
It'll be say, Odd is the wizard, and Even is the dwarf. Odd, it's the wizard.
Okay.
That's helpful.
The design sense is important to me, so she must be saved.
Yep. Okay, so he makes a dexterity saving throw.
Yes. DC should be 14.
It should be, but it's not.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
I thought he had like some extra advantage or something.
That's gonna 21's gonna do the trick though.
Well, he'll take half. So that's gonna be. I've got 11 damage, so he'll take 5.
All right.
And I guess the pumpkin takes full because it's a pumpkin.
Yep, the pumpkin just
So,
explodes.
all right. The pumpkins are people. Kill them. And I flee 60 feet in that direction.
Just out
Kill the pumpkins?
out the door.
Out the room. I'm at 1 hit point. I've got a boy that a lich is after.
Wait.
Can you send
said,
the wizard along?
You
back
said
in the
there's
room?
over here.
I said the pumpkins are. I say the pumpkins are linked to people.
Okay.
As I flee with
Sounds good.
my beautiful hit point.
All right, Faebulous. RUNNOFTs. And then Synkka, it's your turn.
God help me. There's. Did you say there was one behind the door?
I the player did not.
Yeah,
but
no, I don't think he thought of it in the moment.
Nope.
Nope.
There was other information to convey.
He yelled, "The pumpkins are people."
I did a lot of shit at once, guys. Give me a break.
He yelled, "The pumpkins are people." He cast some fire, and then he just fucking put on his witch hat and zipped out of the room.
Okay.
On a push broom.
On a push broom.
Which one is still there? Which pumpkins are still?
The further one over here.
It's okay. That one's still there.
Yep.
The pumpkinoid is still there.
It was also still there. Yep.
And Root Jack-o'-lantern is gone.
It is gone.
All right. I as well have 1 hit point. I'm going to do my magic missile again? Yes, I do have that still. But oh wait, I can cast it at a level higher, right?
Yep, yeah,
That
you can
does
upcast
something.
it.
So what does that do?
It adds an extra magic missile.
Oh, okay, so just a fourth.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Magic missile just happens.
Yep.
I'm going to squash. Why am I touching the screen? You guys don't see that. Sorry, it's been a long week. That guy first to get rid of it.
Which
And then-
guy?
Sorry, you can't see me pinging
Nope.
this. The non-smashed pumpkin
Okay.
that's on the stairs where we are.
So you shoot
I'm
one
gonna-
over to that.
One over to that. I want to do that first. Get rid of that.
Okay.
And then whatever's left is going to go at the pumpkinoid. So I get 4.
Not the guy standing right next to you.
I don't see a guy standing next to me.
Oh, well, look on my
Oh!
screen.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. He gets all 4 to the face. 3, 4.
There we go.
Okay.
There's a juicy one.
1, 3, 2. I heard that roll 4 times on
It's-
ARealm.
yeah, it's only showing up
3
3.
showed up.
Okay, well, roll a fourth one.
So I'm going to. It's a lot of back and forth here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
Still not showing. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Oh wait.
There we go.
So
Last one's a 4.
4.
Nice.
So 5, 10,
14
19,
total.
14.
Nice.
I like my admin better.
So you just turn and throw.
And I'm like, he snuck up behind me. You know, what does he expect?
He
Boom.
just hit you last round.
Yeah, but still.
So he throws those magic missiles in his face, pow, 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 and they blow up, and he staggers back. He's still standing there, but he's looking a little worse for wear. I will remind you guys that you all have healing candy corns as well.
Oh,
Yep.
yes. Can I? Is that a bonus action?
You can't eat yours right now. I'm going to give you this as a freebie.
Yeah.
When he gave you that touch of the grave, you know that you can't regain hit points currently.
Okay. So, and I can't move without him coming at me.
Correct.
Damn it.
You can swivel around him, but that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can you nudge me to the stairs side of him?
Sure.
I'll be behind him. You don't like that now, do you? Huh?
That's a gnome jukin.
All right. So he turns as you slip behind him and attacks you twice.
Uncanny. I'm done.
Let's see. So these are each going to be +5.
Sorry. Recall, I have 1.
Well,
And one of them crits.
And
One of them is a
crit.
crit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So the first one does miss, but the touch of the grave unfortunately hits for a total of
Whoa.
It
what's
More
Does that
than
kill you
one?
outright?
that's 14,
Yeah, I
21
Ooh.
damage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How does that work?
So what's your total hit points?
20.
So you are just on the cusp of. Oh no, that would actually because it deals
No.
your.
Yeah,
That's
she's
her
dead.
full
Dead.
hit points.
Yeah.
That's my full
yeah.
hit
Yeah,
points.
so
Yeah, so
he
I'm
turns
DD.
around and just reaches his hand, it like dematerializes for a second, and he grabs your heart, and you just see Beshenai, you see Synkka's ghost just explode out of her
Yep.
as she is now DED.
I hope you're observing this for for Necromancer Futures.
Necromancer's future past.
This is
Yeah.
Necromancer Pro Tips right here.
Yeah, I will say, as high as I rolled my character, I really nerfed it by taking like Find Familiar, False Life, Alarm, Featherfall, Arcanist, Magic Aura, and Gentle Repose as my spells.
Yeah. You'd use a damn one of those.
Nope. But I can fall really far, really slowly.
All right, Beshenai, it's your turn. Do you want to jump off the stairs and use Featherfall?
Yes, do it.
So left pumpkin is smashed. Right pumpkin is not.
Is not. And he looks like he is not doing too well either.
Okay. He probably. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna cast Firebolt. I don't like how I have to go through that entire menu click to get anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 19 to hit.
All right. The firebolt. Are you hitting him or the pumpkin?
Sorry, him.
Okay. The firebolt hits him.
For 9 damage.
Nice.
And yeah, so Beshenai just sort of swings back and casts it, throws the firebolt, and then is going to take a interaction, I guess a bonus action to eat one of the candy corns.
Sure. Yeah, roll a d6.
That was a 6.
Nice. So you eat the most delicious Halloween candy possible, and it makes you feel so much better. Just like it makes me feel every time I have some.
I too
And-
like to eat wax.
It's different. You blast him with that firebolt, and he staggers back. And there's like a hole in his cape now. He's still standing, but you can see that he's just barely there.
And I'll use maybe a free action just to say, as a professional necromancer myself, I cannot condone what you do here.
I promised to make you all silent as the grave, didn't I? And he nudges Synkka's corpse with his foot.
I wish my ghost could be like Moaning Myrtle, not really doing much of anything, just hanging around waiting for this to be done. Like, you don't like that so much, do ya?
No, I don't.
And then actually I have movement. I don't really want to move though. You know what? I will. I'm gonna move.
You should at least move back, so that way the extra pumpkin thing won't come at you, bro.
Oh,
Actually, what I was going to do is move towards the pumpkin on the stairs that isn't smashed. I would move my character. I just don't know if it's gonna move for you.
Yeah, it probably won't.
Yeah, it didn't.
Okay.
So
That was me.
That's you.
Yeah.
So I moved up to it, and that's my turn.
Okay. So the
Can he just elbow it off as part of his move?
no. poison. Runs up and seeing a body there just begins to chew on the downed gnome. Just kind of starts eating her head.
Ew.
You're perfectly pumpkin-sized.
Aw.
Faebulous, it's your turn. You're in the other room with the boy.
I shout for Mary to come get the boy.
She is actually running around the corner as you do that. You can see her coming.
Okay. So I leave the boy there, and I say, "Take care of him. Destiny awaits." And then I dart back.
And you see that he is stirring, and also you can see that the wizard in the middle, Sam, she is also starting to kind of come to.
Cool. Do I have enough movement to be able to get back?
Yeah, you just...
Can
I mean, you got out, so
Yep.
stands to reason you can get back.
Okay. And then, sort of like as he's maybe not expecting me, can I just sort of like sneak an arrow at him?
Give me a stealth check.
All right.
I'll give you advantage because you're flying and not running.
I will definitely take it.
Insert Meatloaf Bat Out of Hell reference.
Yep.
16?
You sneak. He is not paying attention to you at all.
Okay. And I'll
He is
fire
in
off.
too much of a rage right now.
Okay. And I'll fire an arrow at him.
All right.
Oh, it's gonna hit here. So first of the advantage, second. That what?
Just roll a 35.
How
Did that just say? Oh, it must have added them both together.
Yeah. I mean, one of them hit. What the fuck?
You must have rolled them soon enough together that it
Oh, I guess. Okay.
added them up. I'm guessing.
That's so weird. They need to keep that separate.
They
Yeah.
also need to maybe add like an advantage.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
a previous
Toggle.
version had an advantage toggle and they got rid of it.
Huh.
Hmm.
Because like every time I roll advantage, it's taxing.
Yep.
All right, so 16.
All right, so Faebulous streaks in on his push broom and draws a bead as the fella is kind of standing. You see your friend down, gray as a sheet, missing a head as this pumpkin thing is just kind of chewing on her head. And you fly in and you put an arrow right through his heart, and he goes down. And as he does, the light leaves his eyes for a second, and smoke curls out of his mouth and out of his nose and out of his eyes and out of his ears, as if you had just extinguished a jack-o'-lantern, and it kind of floats up to the ceiling.
And
And
is that little extra pumpkin still eating?
the
I
extra
know.
pumpkin goes inert. It stops
Okay.
eating Synkka. And as you
Happy
get over to
nodding.
Synkka, you see that Synkka has no head, and the thing was like working its roots into her body.
Oh.
And it would have been adorable though, with that tiny body and a giant jack-o'-lantern.
You
head.
got there in time.
I have no head. I
Poor
don't know if
Synkka.
you call that in time.
Well,
I was gonna cast Gentle Repose on you, but it might be
But
a
I have no
little...
head.
I mean, I suppose I should so that I can harvest your organs.
Oh well, absolutely. I condone that.
So, what do you guys do?
I'm gonna eat a candy corn.
Fair.
I actually
And
have.
Jen, you're Mary now. Just so you
Enjoy.
continue to.
Okay.
We don't really need
So
to
I
worry
actually
hit points
have
at this point,
15 hit points left now. So, because of the candy corn,
Right.
and I rolled max healing. So, I'm going to cast Chill Touch on the body of the Necromancer.
Okay, yeah,
so
you can see there's nothing left in it.
Yeah,
You cast Chill
doesn't mean
Touch
he
in it.
can't come back. So,
I
Yeah,
knock over the other pumpkin too.
it smashes. And
Billy Corgan.
the dwarf, whose name is inconsequential, but I gave him one, so hang on a second, I'll tell you.
Dwarf.
Dwarf the dwarf.
It's Icelandic.
Micklin. Micklin and Sam kind of wander in and meet you and Mary. And Sam says, "That was well done. I'm glad someone made it."
And I say, but at what cost? And I look at Synkka's body.
She nods sadly.
Beshenai now is like taking a small knife and like making incisions and like, beginning the process.
You want him fresh.
There is no time like the present.
Normally I wouldn't allow this, but they made a pact.
Yes.
And I produced the letter from Gen Con.
Necrocon.
Necrocon, yes.
Necrocon.
Yeah.
So Sam says there should be one more pumpkin for Answell.
Answell?
Who's Answell?
The gargoyle.
The gargoyle.
The one with the blazing red eyes that we
Ignore.
Binocular dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I because I may as well now. I cast Gentle Repose just to, pause the whole.
Yeah, keep it fresh.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Eat fresh.
that's a second level spell slot that I can just, and I suppose it's probably through the door, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. So you guys walk through that door, and there are 2 pumpkins in there.
Two.
One looks like somebody you've never seen before, and Sam flicks her hand and sends a bolt of energy into it, and it explodes. And the other one looks like the fella that you just fought, but the pumpkin is all shriveled and kind of rot looking, but it is glowing.
I'll use Chill Touch on that one.
It actually doesn't do anything.
I don't even know what Trish was, what Mary was.
Barbarian.
Smashy.
Yeah.
You can smashy the pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's some sort of historical lore that we need to know about this pumpkin that we could roll for.
It's a pumpkin.
Well, having specifically to do with what's his butt.
Oh, true.
Yeah, you can make a history check.
And seeing that my Chill Touch didn't work, maybe can I make an Arcana check to see what the properties of this pumpkin are?
Sure.
17.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay.
Jen, roll a d20, because Sam had, or Mary had history as well.
And that is a 17.
So you determine that this pumpkin is effectively his phylactery. It is not affected by necromantic energy in any way, shape, or form.
So we do need to smashy.
Right, so I just chose the wrong spell. This is smashy or firebolt or something like that. And I hand I hand Mary my quarterstaff so that she can do it like from afar.
With reach.
Yep. See
All
it?
right.
Not that it has reach, but you know.
No, for me. Yeah, because
Kind of swing and smash the thing, and it splatters, and the smoke issues up out of it. Looks a lot like the smoke that came out of his skull a few
Ew.
seconds ago before it just dissipates into nothingness.
oh man.
And Sam says, all right, I guess that's that.
Mm-hmm.
The on the north side of that room, does it look like we can get like through that wall where the root has sort
Oh
of
yeah, so
smashed
there's
through the-
another door there, and going
Oh, there
through
is.
that door, you see that there is actually a set of stairs that leads up.
Yeah.
And as you head that way, you hear noise behind you, and everybody turns real fast, and you see another groggy-looking person who you recognize maybe from the village. And Sam
Who's
says,
the
"Oh,
gargoyle?
right, Answell. Yeah, I'm sure Crawley is just worried sick about you."
Is that the binocular gargoyle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they all tell you how they were kidnapped and put to sleep by the same guy
Mm.
earlier in the day, and
So weird.
Joe describes how he could feel his life force kind of oozing out of him. Oh, what did you get on that history check, Jen?
She rolled a 12.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And yeah, Sam says she remembers something about a legend of somebody who had made this land their home before it was Bradbury Hallow, and they were most notably a pumpkin farmer. But then something happened, and the town basically incorporated itself here and got rid of him. And I mean, maybe this is connected to that, she says.
Maybe.
Time frame doesn't seem quite right, but who knows. So you guys go up the stairs and exit in the middle of the town common. You actually come out of the big black tree that the dunk tank is suspended upon. And Encel, seeing you guys all come out of a tree, freaks out and falls off of his seat and splashes into the water.
You hear
And-
doom.
I cast prestidigitation again.
And there's you don't have time, as there's a freeze frame of him falling into the water and everybody laughing.
Excellent.
Love it.
As the credits roll.
Yeah, and the credits roll. So everybody comes, and Jack runs up and scoops Joe up in his arms and gives him a big hug. And Crawley comes over and gives Ansel a big hug. Or Answell. It's too many similar named characters. And,
Unswell and unswell.
and slowly but surely, everybody kind of comes up onto the common, and the party kind of happens there, and they get a big bonfire going, and the party goes late into the night. Everybody's bringing food and drinks to you guys. The twice now heroes of Bradbury Hallow. There's some wine poured out for poor poor Synkka.
I was gonna say nobody realizes the dwarf is missing.
Who?
You're a gnome, not a
gnome.
dwarf.
No, whatever.
There's two gnomes, so who Beshenai
Thank you.
assures
I remember what you are.
is going to she's still going to be useful. It's not going to be a wasted death. And,
Yeah.
and sometime around 2 a.m, the wind comes up and seizes 1,000 dark leaves and blows them away up over the sky and down over the earth toward the sun that must surely rise again tomorrow. On a new month and a new point in the year. The end.
I'll say, yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Derrick.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you,
Thanks
sir.
for playing, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
You know,
for...
Aside from
Bench
dying,
and I
like
would
it.
probably
Sorry.
go into that cavern again and like try and figure out, you know, because one thing that stuck with him was that he was trying to overcome death, which is Benshai's whole MO. So gonna try and go back in there and see if he can find necromantic notes and all that.
So there's actually no like records
But
down there, but spending some time and kind of like paying attention to the like the structures and the build and stuff, you get the sense that this guy had been sealed down here.
Ooh, someone broke it.
and he had been sealed down here for quite some time. And your best guess is a unfortunate combination of rat activity and just the energies from High Harvest Tide kind of combined to do enough to stir him from his slumber.
We'll do it.
But there's no notes or books or anything about who he was or.
That's why we're always killing rats. Never forget.
There's your name,
Yeah.
the Rat Killers.
or the smashed pumpkins.
Yep. Let's see. Now, will it let me shut this off?
So yeah, let's see if we can like
We could be
regenerate
the
this
Sam
room
Haines
and-
Squallers.
Think a swim.
That's pretty good. I've just noticed that I cannot exit off of the map anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's helpful.
It's just stuck on this map.
that's it.
Stuck in 2D map. All right, so let me close out of here. Boop. Close the room. And then I will start a new room with in-app video. So we're going to have to close out of this as well, out of Zoom.
Close out of Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boop.
They might be still talking.
Oh, okay.
Switch speakers. Digital audio.
You sound better now. You don't sound
Hey, I
like.
can hear.
Can you hear us, Adam?
I can hear you.
Oh,
That.
well, that's weird.
I
Yay.
can hear all.
So I could actually hear other people in the other room too, which is nice.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what
Oh.
changed.
Huh. You couldn't hear me? You could just hear other people?
No, I couldn't hear anybody.
Oh, you mean
before.
the last room that I just had?
So the first one, I couldn't hear anybody.
Right.
The last one you just had, I could start to hear people.
Huh.
So something happened.
Yeah, when I was in that room, I couldn't hear or see anything.
We couldn't see you.
Yeah, I had to like totally close the program.
That's interesting.
Room.
So I didn't change anything on my end. So it's got to be an ARealm,
Ugh.
Video.
an ARealm thing.
Could not see or hear
Checking my notes.
program.
So interestingly enough, it thinks it's trying to pump the sound through my computer speakers,
Huh.
but it's going through my headset.
Nope. And he's gone. Nope. And he's back.
So that was just me trying to switch my speakers,
Oh, okay.
which
Can you
made
hear me
no
still?
difference. Yep.
Okay.
Jen's missing. Oh, it's gone again. And he's back.
Oh.